All right, guys, let's do it. It's really near to IPL time, and this is the most exciting time really for cricket. If you look at it, it's just going to be an incredible tournament. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna give time for each and every team. Let's look at strengths. Let's look at weaknesses. Let's look at the squads. Everything. Okay. And today, as Wuhan's shirt shows you, we're gonna do
Thala.
Chennai Super Kings.
Super Kings.
Uh, Oh man, five-time champions. Oh God, they've got a great squad, an
Very
incredible
good
squad.
squad.
As someone who despises Chennai Super Kings, I I have to respect this squad,
Oh,
even though
also,
they've
guys, he's
had
actually from Chennai. He despises
yeah,
Chennai even though he's from there.
yeah,
Just FYI.
yeah, Mumbai for life, Mumbai for life. But okay, let's get into Chennai. So I don't know. Who do we think is standing out, or some maybe like who do we think we think might be doing good for Chennai? Something
Okay,
from the
so
auction. Yeah,
so the biggest news is Conway is out.
yep,
Conway's out of the team for his injury,
yep,
and Ben Stokes obviously has decided not to participate. CSK won with him on the bench, so that's I
yeah,
don't think that's an issue. They
yep,
have the World Cup heroes of Daryl Mitchell and Rachin Ravindra.
mm-hmm,
So that is going to be key. I
mm-hmm,
think personally, Rachin Ravindra might be the opener here to kind of do a
mm-hmm,
like for like replacement. And because Conway was a keeper, I think it also gives you an extra spinning option, which
yep,
is pretty good. So I think he's someone to watch out for. Another guy I really want to look out for in this one is Rahane if he'll play because his
yep,
Ranji form has been very bad.
yeah,
Mumbai has made it to the finals, but his form has not been, he's not even
yeah.
getting into double figures in any game. So,
Yeah. See, I think when you look at form, especially in Ranji, I think we have to look at Ranji form as one thing and then IPL form because the way the tournament is going, it's just growing and growing in the amount of in the size that
yeah,
and Rahane had a great tournament. Way exceeded expectations because he became the stabilizer at what he
exactly.
at three
3 and 4.
brilliant. I was so excited for Ruturaj and Conway this year. I thought they were gonna be like they are becoming I think my favorite opening combo seriously, and
Hmm.
they're just so good. I'm a huge fan of Conway. Ruturaj, he's just great. I just want to see him like really just break out more into the
He has
India
a point
team.
to prove. He's
Oh
he's
yeah,
been kind of out of the circulation now for a little bit.
yep,
Even Padikkal got to make his test debut against
hmm,
England. So Rituraj is neither here nor there right now. I mean, he
yep,
got a good century against Australia in the T20s after the World Cup, but no one
yep,
really looked at that series a lot, to be
yep,
honest. And then he wasn't playing against the Afghanistan
yep.
T20 series.
So now with Conway out, so I'm assuming if you, I also agree that Ruchin should be given a chance to open potentially, or play at three depending on. But I think Rahane at three makes more sense for me. So
Yeah,
Ruchin, you play, and then Moeen Ali, I think.
Moeen Ali,
Yeah, Moeen
Shivam
Ali,
Dube.
Shivam Dube, and then we've got this is where this team
Jaddu
can
and Dhoni.
keeps going forever with the batting. Jaddu, do you play Mitchell? Can Mitchell get into the squad?
Because I'm waiting for the bowlers. Who are your overseas bowlers?
Oh, you have to play Dikshina and Patirana. Oh, they were too good for them. They
Patirana
were
has to play. Yeah.
Yeah, they were too good for, and especially on Chennai wickets, Dikshina is gonna be amazing. So I think that I honestly think that the only two that it's going to be a battle between whether you want to play Daryl Mitchell and Moeen Ali, and then you also throw Rachin in there. So I think you pick two out of the three basically, and kind of work
Okay.
yourself out from there.
So six
But
and
then
seven becomes Jaddu and Dhoni. Hawa.
Yes. Yes. And they've also picked up Mustafizur. I think that's a replacement probably for Patirana,
Yeah.
it sounds like. So,
Or a net bowler, like a net bowler for slower balls and change ups. Because Mustafizur has played in a couple of teams now in the
yep.
IPL. So these are good bowlers sometimes, and like you said, like a good steady horse to have, you know.
Yeah.
So
One guy we are forgetting that CSK picked up for kind of cheap, Shardo.
yeah, I
Shardo.
don't know how much you'll get to see Shardul in this setup.
Do you think that they could use him as impact, like an impact player, and come in and
I
really start
think
to dump?
I think, see, you don't really use an all-rounder as an impact player because you normally want to switch one of your bowlers for your batsman.
Yep.
So I think the impact player is going to be this big buy they've had in, I think, 8 crores, Samir Rizvi.
Samir
The
Rizvi.
right-handed Suresh Raina, they're calling him. What?
Oh God, that's so dumb. I'm sorry, but like that's so like I feel like it's so early to start saying things like that. Okay, granted, it's the little research that I've done on Samir Rizvi, kind of leading up to this, he's great. He looks like a great talent, big six hitter, clean six hitter. He's from UP. So and I also think if he's going to go there more as a finisher, he's going to the best place. I think this is the best team
Yes.
to go for a finisher because you're
And
learning
best place to
from
learn.
the you're learning from the god of finishing basically. So and that's speaking of the god of finishing, Dhoni. We can't like I mean now he's just serving as literally just a wicketkeeper
Yeah.
batting. Don't know what he's really going to bring out with the current form or anything like that. But what are we expecting from Dhoni? Is this he keeps saying I
I
don't
mean, he has
like this
nothing.
last season this last season that. Like what's the expectations for Dhoni? Is it just going to keep on going that
Just
just be there and just captain? That's it.
just I think this genuinely is the last season because he can't keep,
Yeah.
putting his body through it. Also, there's signs because he's playing, his bat sticker has changed to the shop in Jharkhand which first sponsored him, like one of his best
Oh,
friends. It's in the movie
nice,
as well.
nice.
So he got that shop's name as the sponsor for his bat to kind of pay tribute because they
Yep,
supported him at the very start. So I think
yep.
he's clear that's the end of the journey coming now. But I
Mm-hmm.
think for him, he's just gonna come out. I think he's decided I'm not gonna come out unless I'm needed.
Yep,
So he literally sends Jaddu up the order these days, and that
yep.
works. If you really need him, he'll go and he'll be like, okay, Mark would come in. You come in
Mm-hmm.
for 4 balls, I'll hit you for three sixes, I'll get out. People will go
Yeah.
crazy. It doesn't matter. We win the game.
Exactly, exactly. And also with all the now impact rules and stuff like that, you can easily play another batsman that can play that can come in. And honestly, this is where like I think that Dhoni can bat as low as almost 8 when you really think about it.
Yeah, he can.
So the CSK bats so deep. But the one thing that we kind of miss with talking about the foreigners is about the cost of the foreigners. Um, Mitchell went for 14 crores. That is not cheap
Yes.
one bit, okay? And 14 crores and he's a question mark on a team. That's an issue. I think that's an issue for CSK. I would definitely in my opinion, I put Mitchell over Moeen Ali. That's just a personal preference. I think based on current form, I would pick Mitchell over
Actually, Mitchell's bowling action and bowling style on a Chennai wicket where there's no pace would be
Yep,
really helpful because he would make batsmen play
exactly.
early.
Exactly. I also think Rachin with his bowling, I don't underestimate Rachin. I think his batting is also going to be very, very key. So all the
Do they
Kiwis,
even need an impact player? They have like nine
exact,
bowlers, nine
they have.
batsmen, dude. What is
I think
happening?
if you look at all the squads, and honestly, it's perfect that we're starting with CSK. This is the most complete squad. This is the most complete squad.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no, in my opinion, I don't think there's any holes. If anything, that bowling still,
fast bowlers, Indian
the
fast
fast
bowlers.
bowlers, Indian fast bowlers, but I think they have options. They've got Deepak Chahar, they've got Tushar Deshpande, they have who else? They have Shardul, and I think for the most part, I feel that they'll kind of somewhat they'll sort themselves out. It's not
Yeah.
strong. But they're also very lucky that Patirana and Tikshina did great for them last season. So I think they're gonna still hopefully go on that. And okay, so kind of let's wrap it up. Where are we thinking
Okay.
CSK are gonna finish? Yeah, where do we
Oh, the
think they're gonna
strawberry
finish on the
farmer is
season?
going to take them to the finals.
Strawberry farmer.
No, because that those are
Oh
the
boy.
only videos Dhoni randomly comes off. He said it
Yeah.
himself. I'm the kind of guy who'll post once and then go off for a year. He comes,
Yeah.
posts himself in a tractor, farming some strawberries in Jharkhand. Then he
Yeah.
comes as a 41-year-old
If you guys
and
don't
stumps.
follow Dhoni on Instagram, just please do. It's hilarious. It's actually hilarious. This
When he
guy
does
just he
post,
puts
it's
some.
hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah,
All right,
I
let's do
think
like a
it's
final 11 for these finalists because I think they're gonna make it to the playoffs. That's kind of guaranteed.
all right. Final 11. With the impact player, kind of makes it a little bit interesting, but I think we'll pick the best 11 if we're picking the squad.
Okay,
All right. So you open with Rachin and Rituraj. Okay.
Ruturaj. Yep.
Okay. And then you go for who we thinking
Okay,
with the
so
middle
then
order.
Rahane.
Yep.
They'll start the season, I think, with Moeen Ali, although they might change it later.
Okay.
Shivam Dube and Jadeja as 5 and 6 are kind of confirmed. And then you
Sure.
have, I think then you'll place Samir Rizvi at 7 as the impact player, who will
Yep.
probably switch with Tushar Deshpande, in my opinion, because Tushar is not the
Yep.
best fielder. On the other
Yeah.
hand,
Yeah.
he has scored a Ranji century now as a number 11 for Mumbai. So he is a Mumbai batter. You can't
Yeah.
you can't say anything when a batsman comes from Mumbai.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yep.
7 I think would be Samir Rizvi as an impact player with Tushar. 8 comes
Yep.
Dhoni. 9 you have
Hmm.
Deepak Chahar and Patirana. And then do you finish with Tikshana
Dikshina.
or yeah?
I think it depends. I think if they seem a fast bowler short, in my opinion. And
No,
that's
they
the
have
issue
Dubey
with the
also, no?
team. Oh, they do have Dubé actually. Yeah. But I still think for a Chennai pitches, they seem okay. Um, I'm very interested to
Maybe
see
if they
what this if Shardul. I think Shardul will come in when it's
possible.
for the faster pitches.
Or
Definitely for the
Darren Mitchell.
faster pitches. Or Darren Mitchell. Or Mitchell. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's
Yeah.
our 11. I think Darren
Yeah.
Mitchell instead of Moeen Ali. Yeah.
Hmm. Um okay. And so I think they're gonna do it, man. I think they're gonna get to the playoffs at minimum. They would if they're
Minimum.
not top two, I think this would be kind of a disappointing season then for CSK for the amount of for the amount of stacked batting that they have. Um, it's too good. It's too good for CSK, and they've got everything kind of covered for the most part. Um,
Yeah.
all right, okay. So one down, nine to go, I guess. So all right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.